Mr. President, thank you very much. I want to commend and salute the work done by Senator Toomey and his staff working with ours, as well as the leaders that he mentioned, beginning with Majority Leader Reid and Chairman Leahy. I am, like Senator Toomey, grateful to have the opportunity to talk about both of these candidates, nominees, I should say, for the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. Edward George Smith, who serves now as a judge, as well as Gerald Austin McHugh, Jr. Now, I've known Gerald Austin McHugh, Jr. a lot longer, and I'll speak of him, and in that order, I'll speak first about Jerry McHugh. I know him as Jerry. I won't use a formal name again because I know him as Jerry, and I guess if there's one thing I could say about Jerry McHugh is he's a lawyer's lawyer. He's the kind of lawyer that other lawyers go to for advice, for guidance, and really sometimes for education, because he's been a great leader in the bar, but also someone who's been a strong advocate for those who need a voice, often serving as a lawyer for those who wouldn't have an advocate absent his involvement in a case. Jerry McHugh is a Philadelphia native. He was educated at St. Joe's University in Philadelphia, where he received a degree in theology, graduating summa cum laude with the highest honors. He also was a graduate of the University of Pennsylvania Law School, and he graduated from Penn Law School with honors as well. He began his practice at the firm of I'm going back now to Litvin, Bloomberg, Matusow, and Young back in the early 1980s. Prior to his career as a lawyer, he served two judges as a law clerk. First, the Judge Spaeth, the Superior Court of Pennsylvania. He was a law clerk there in his office. In our state, Superior Court is the second highest court in the state, right next to the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania. He then served the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania, Judge Alfred L. Luongo, and then went into practice in the firm I mentioned, the Litvin Blumberg firm, and then later the Raines McCarty law firm in Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, starting in 2004. I won't read the list of memberships, but I'll just highlight a few that I think bear upon his work as a lawyer and the work that he will do as a judge. He's been a member of the Pennsylvania Trial Lawyers. He has been a board member of the Legal Aid Network in Philadelphia, served the Bar Association in a number of capacities, also served the Bar Association for the Volunteers for the Indigent program, helping those who may not have a voice. Jerry has focused his practice on complex civil litigation on a whole variety of matters, and I'll put a longer statement in the record about his experience. But also I think it's noteworthy that the Pennsylvania Supreme Court 3 times appointed Jerry McHugh to chair the Pennsylvania Interest on Lawyers Trust Accounts program, the so-called IALTA program, which is very, very important, so that when that fund is needed to help resolve a case that involves a lawyer, that fund is there. So it has to be administered and overseen by folks that have the highest integrity. So I could talk for a lot longer about Jerry McHugh. I know him as someone who has a wide range of experience as a lawyer, as an advocate, as an active citizen, someone who would bring to the court, I think, a passion for justice and a sense of outrage in the face of injustice. And I can't say enough about his experience and his preparation for this very important assignment that he would have upon confirmation to be a judge in the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. So I'm grateful for his willingness to serve. And in addition to Jerry McHugh, Judge Edward George Smith. Judge Smith, as Senator Toomey noted, was has a great career and a varied experience, or I should say a varied set of experiences, serving now as a judge in the Court of Common Pleas in Northampton County since January of 2002. He was elected to that position and then retained, which is the ultimate validation of someone's service on the bench in the Court of Common Pleas in Pennsylvania, serving that county. Prior to that, as Senator Toomey noted, Judge Smith served the United States in the Navy, a Judge Advocate General Corps. He was a captain and still is captain 1984 until the present time. Also served in a law firm for about 11 years, the de Raymond and Smith firm. And in that time period, he served as a solicitor for a number of entities in the region, and also has demonstrated his commitment to his community. I'll just highlight a few. A former president of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Easton, Pennsylvania, former president of the Kiwanis Club, Palmer Township, a former emergency medical technician in Forks Township, and his military career is substantial. In addition to serving in the Navy and achieving the rank of captain, he served our country in Iraq. His commendations, among others, I'll just list a few: Bronze Star Medal, Meritorious Service Medal, Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal, and it goes on from there. A 27-year veteran of the United States Navy who, as I said, was deployed to Iraq. So whether by way of experience, a life experience as well as legal experience, or whether it's his experience as a judge, Judge Smith is prepared to be a judge again on a different court, in this case the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. When we make decisions about whom to nominate for either the district court or the appellate court, we always want to consider a range of characteristics or experiences or qualifications. First and foremost, we look to people that have unquestioned integrity. We look to them as well as people who have a varied experience, whether in the law or as a judge or in other life experiences as well. We also look to people who can do the job not just by way of their integrity and ability, but also who have the judicial temperament, the approach to litigants, to treat them with fairness and to arrive at a measure of justice. So on all of those, and we could list others as well, but on all those qualifications and characteristics, both of these nominees possess them in abundance. So I'm grateful for Senator Toomey's work with us to get this done, to have two judges to be confirmed, and we're looking forward to doing that later this week. Mr. President, I would yield the floor and note the absence of a quorum.